On Tuesday, Governor John P. DeJongh Jr. appointed former St. Thomas St. John Police Chief Rodney Querrard to Assistant Police Commissioner as well as Acting Police Commissioner.
Rodney is someone that comes with a tremendous amount of experience, both in terms of the VIPD, but also Rodney for a long time was over at HIDA. And that HIDA experience, I think, gave him what I think is overly important with respect to the mix of having federal relationships and understanding the challenges that he had as chief and as an officer. So when Rodney had initially retired, we always kept in touch with him, and so did Commissioner White, quite frankly, and we had always thought of bringing him back, and we reached out to him even before the resignation of Commissioner White.
DeJongh says Querrard will relinquish the role of acting police commissioner once they find a permanent replacement. However, he'll keep the role of assistant commissioner. But according to Governor DeJongh, more transformation within the Virgin Islands Police Department in terms of leadership is still to come. One of the challenges Querrard will face is picking up where former Police Commissioner Henry White Jr. left off to ensure the VIPD meets all provisions in the consent decree by the new deadline of October 31st.
You know, the consent decree is something that we had to look as a means of not having prosecution go forward as a result of the deadly force investigation that took place. So what we're doing with the officers is that in addition to doing your job 8 hours a day, even into overtime, we need for you to implement the consent decree. In order to address those challenges, there are changes that I'm looking for in the department, and we will implement very shortly.
DeJongh says Querrard's knowledge of the consent decree will allow him to hit the ground running and hopefully meet all mandates so they can stop paying consultants and monitors, and those resources can go back to the department. For News 2, I'm Erica Bivens.